everyone, so I'm here today to show you guys my Nars collection. I have some blushes, bronzers, highlighters, multiples, duos to show you guys. So the reason I'm making this video is because the last video that I did, which was an overview of my Too Faced bronzers, I had gotten some feedback from people who were saying, you know, oh, I'm NC42 and this wouldn't show up on me. And I kind of get that because I've never really been matched with MAC foundation, but I know that I get as dark as NC42, and I know that the products that I can use definitely changes. I feel like Nars is one of those brands that caters to women of all skin tones, and I really think that everyone can find a match in this brand. I'm also hoping that you guys will keep in mind what exactly it is that you're looking for throughout this movie. I don't want this film to seem like it's one big Nars advertisement. It's not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be helping you find what exactly it is that you're looking for and, you know, kind of giving you an overview from the perspective of somebody who's owned multiple blushes, and when you own them and you've had them in your collection for a period of time, you kind of get a better idea of how useful certain things are. Make sure you guys check the description box because all of the information and links in the video will be listed down below. Also, don't forget to leave me a comment and let me know what your favorite Nars blush is, or if you found any really good dupes for Nars blushes that could help other people. So I'm just going to jump right into this so you guys could check out the fun stuff. Hey guys, so here we are in front of the whole collection. We got some multiples back here, some duos. This is their new contour blush that came out. That comes in a duo. And these are all some individual blushes up here in front. So I'm going to go through everything, and I'm going to start with the duos. The first duo I want to talk to you guys about is this duo with a highlighter and a blush. This color is called Albatross, and websites describe that as luminous glow, which it really is. It's really hard for the camera to pick up the detail in that. It looks like a white powder, but it really is like a really pretty golden glow. And this is Torrid, and websites describe Torrid as warm coral with golden shimmer, which is also pretty spot on. I really like this duo in the summer months, but it is good all year round. The coral is like the prettiest summertime coral, and this highlighter is just, I would wear it every day. Moving on, the next duo I'm going to show you is Orgasm and Laguna. So this is their famous blush in Orgasm. Websites describe that as a peachy pink with gold shimmer. This is the famous bronzer, the Laguna bronzer, and website describes that as diffused brown with gold shimmer. Okay guys, so up close, this is the highlighter, this is the coral, this is Orgasm, and this is Laguna. As you can see, while these two colors look really similar, if you want a perfect coral color for the summer, Torrid is your girl. Orgasm, I mean, they do say it looks good on everyone. I would say both of these blushes would be good for all skin tones. The highlighter is good for all skin tones. And this bronzer, Laguna, is probably best suited for light to medium skin. This is their duo in Casino and Sin. So the website describes Sin as a berry with shimmer, and they describe Casino as a dark brown with gold shimmer. This is a lovely duo for darker skin and tan skin ladies. Here, let me get, there you go. Look at how pretty that berry is. It has like the prettiest shimmer. I will mention that lighter skin ladies might want to beware of this duo. Of course, this bronzer might look a little darker and muddier on you. It does have more, I want to say more of like an olive tone to it, so it's not quite as warm as Laguna. And then there is this lovely lady, Sin. This is described as the berry with shimmer. And I must say that when I'm lighter, I don't particularly like to use this blush. I feel like if I'm very fair, then this blush does a great job of making me look like I got punched in the face. Okay, my camera caught up with us now. And so this is a really beautiful berry shimmer color, and then there is Casino. And you can see how much darker that is compared to Laguna. If you have tan to darker skin, I'm not kidding you, you really should consider trying this blush and bronzer. I think you'd really like it. Okay, so the last duo I'm going to talk about is over here. Okay, so this is their contour blush, and this one is called Paloma. This is the middle shade. There is a shade lighter as well as a shade darker, and the website describes this as a pink beige with a dusty rose. Now, I kind of wanted to mention really quickly that companies are starting to make contour products which are made specifically for contouring, and then there's bronzers which are made to add warmth and in some instances to add a glow to the face. So with that in mind, this is a contour product, but it's a contour blush. And it is a dusty rose. So what gets me about that is while I love the way this looks in all lighting, which is what they claim it looks great in all lighting, it does give me that extra dimension in the cheek area that I really love. I like a really defined sculpted cheek. What bothers me is I feel like this is an add-on item in my makeup collection, like in my makeup routine. And that's what I didn't want. I don't like to make things more complicated, and I don't like my makeup process to be lengthy. So I want you guys to keep in mind that if you are considering buying these, while they work amazing for adding that dimension to the cheek area, I really am skeptical about using this to contour, you know, the sides of my nose, under my chin, and around my forehead, because I feel like it is kind of a dusty rose. So this is Paloma. It may not look too rosy, but when you apply it anywhere else but your cheek area, the rosy tones really pop out a lot more. So just keep that in mind. If you love that really defined cheek look and you don't mind the extra step, you could really love this product. But if you're the kind of person who's looking for something really simple, then maybe you just want like a blush and a bronzer, and you don't really want to do a bronzer and a contour. You can use your bronzer to contour. So like I said, it's the middle shade, and they do make it in a lighter and a darker shade, and I do think this would accommodate all skin tones. Okay guys, so now I'm going to move on to the individual blushes, and the first one I'm going to talk about is Deep Throat. And this is one of those blushes that Nars gave a really vulgar name to. This is actually their peach color. And it really is a perfect peach. I mean, if you're looking for like a peachy blush, this is your girl. So here really quickly, I wanted to show you guys the difference between these three semi-similar colors. This is Orgasm, and it's a peachy pink with shimmer. You could really tell the pink stands out from this duo, where the Torrid is a straight coral, and then there is Deep Throat, which is a peach. So this one's more orangey, and this one's like just a really nice balance between something like coral and pink, and it's a beautiful color. I was having a hard time finding a peach in drugstores that kind of catered to my skin color, and Nars had this beautiful color that kind of, I can actually see the peach color and not just the shimmer in the blush, and I feel like that's how a lot of peaches read on my medium skin. But yeah, this is a really beautiful peach color. If Orgasm is too shimmery for you, this is definitely something that you'll appreciate. It's definitely one of my favorite colors to use for every day. The next blush I'm going to talk to you guys about is Angelika. Angelika is described on the website. Let my camera focus. There we go. And Angelika is described on the website as a cotton candy pink with gold and silver sparkle. Okay, now I don't see much gold sparkle in here, but I think we can all agree that we see some silver. This is a beautiful bright pink color. It's like that Dolly pink color. It's not too bright and it's not too cool. I don't know. A lot of bright pinks just don't work well with my yellow undertones, but this one does. And the way I found out about this was actually I was getting my makeup done by a Nars makeup artist. When they got to my blush, they asked me, you know, how do you like your blush? And I was telling them I love blush. Blush is my favorite part of my makeup routine. So they gave me Angelika, and I must say I do adore it. So I know that the sparkle is intimidating. This sparkle is not as bad as the sparkle in like Super Orgasm. I'm going to swatch this right next to Deep Throat. Okay, so that sounded so bad. I know that a lot of the sparkle transferred in my swatch that I did with my finger, but when you apply it with a brush, that much sparkle does not translate onto the face. It actually gets kind of like thrown everywhere as the bristles are moving. Another thing that I noticed about this blush is that I kind of like it on the tops of my cheekbones as like a bit of a highlighter, because it does have such nice sparkle that you wouldn't really need a highlighter unless you're going for some kind of really cool nighttime look. But if you're looking for a perfect cotton candy pink blush, a bright pink, Angelika is really stunning. Or if you want something really different in your collection, I highly recommend this. Okay, so this is Lovejoy, and it is described as a shimmering bronze rose. I honestly love this bronzy blush. It's one of my favorite cheek products, and it's one of the few cheek products that I will use on its own. It just kind of adds a little bit of dimension, so I don't feel like I need a bronzer, and it's rosy enough that I feel like it also does the job of a blush. And if I could pick, you know, my absolute favorite, it would probably be a tie between Lovejoy and Deep Throat. Yeah, so that just shows you how much I really, really love this product. It adds a nice warmth to the face. I like to use it all year round. It's not one of those colors that I gravitate towards in a certain season. It's like, I will reach for this anytime. There it is swatched next to this bright pink, and I know it looks kind of dark brown, but that's why I kind of like to use it as a bronzer and a blush, and it is rosy enough that you don't need a blush. I just love Lovejoy. If you have medium to tan skin, I highly recommend you try Lovejoy. It's very flattering. The next product I want to talk about is Dolce Vita. I'm wearing this today. They describe this as a matte dusty rose, and to me it kind of gives off that effect of like pinched cheeks or like Snow White cheeks, or like you just walked in from the cold and you have like frostbitten type cheeks. It's like that kind of color. I really like to wear this product when I'm wearing red lipstick, which is why I'm wearing it today. And I think that this is one of those products that goes across the board from, you know, light to deep skin. I would recommend this product. It's definitely very pigmented. Here, let me give you guys an idea of just how rosy this rosy is. So there you have Deep Throat, Angelika, Lovejoy, and then this is Dolce Vita right here. So as you can see the difference, this is kind of something you'd wear if you're feeling a little more natural, a very rosy color, a very bright fun color, and then another like really natural peachy color that's good for like casual wear. The last blush I'm going to talk about is Nars Taj Mahal. This is such a pretty blush to wear in the summer, and it is gorgeous. The darker your skin is, the prettier this is. There we go. Look at how pretty that color is. The websites describe this as blazing burnt orange with gold shimmer. Like I said, I highly recommend this for tan to darker skin tones, and I also recommend applying it with a stippling brush. Okay, so this is a stippling brush. Mine's a little dirty, sorry about that, but they do a really nice job of giving a really light wash of color because the bristles are not packed so densely together and they don't give you a really thick bunch of color. I also have to mention that unless you're really going for a certain kind of effect, I wouldn't recommend this for light to light medium skin tones. I feel like it would look very unnatural. And when I'm lighter, I'd rather not wear this. I wear this when I'm tan, and it is gorgeous. I like to put it just on top of my cheekbones in the summer, and it gives a really pretty orange glow. The other way I like to wear it is when I'm done putting it on with this brush, I won't dip it in again. I'll just take whatever's left over, and I will lightly brush that over my eyebrows. 1, 2, over your eyebrows. I start in the middle, I sweep outwards towards the edges of my face. And I know that sounds really crazy that you would put something this bright over your eyebrows. I promise you, it brings the look total harmony. It brings everything together, and it's really a technique that I picked up that I really love. I learned it from Nurberxo. I'll link her down below. Look at that! That is Taj Mahal. Okay guys, and there is my swatch of Taj Mahal compared to everything. Let's zoom out for a minute. How awesome is that? That is the prettiest color. I really love this in the summer, and I don't care how dark you are, you cannot tell me that you can't wear this. So yeah, something for everyone in this video. Oh, I love it. One more thing about this blush, you can't find it at Sephora. You have to order it from Nars or get it from Macy's or Nordstrom or Saks or someplace that sells the complete Nars collection, because this is not for sale everywhere. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to show you guys are my multiples, and the multiples are good for your eyes, lips, cheeks, pretty much anything. Another thing I wanted to mention about these multiples is that they are a cream to powder product, so they blend beautifully. They blend beautifully into powder, foundation, cream, whatever you put on your face. They really are hard to overdose on the color. So I used to have the multiple in Orgasm, and I actually gave it to my cousin because it was too light for me. It didn't show up on me, and I'm only like NC 30. And to replace it, I bought this one, Portofino, and that's the coral. So I guess I figured that was as close to like the peachy pink effect that I was gonna get that was gonna show up on my skin. So just keep that in mind. These blend very sheer. So if you're light and you think one might be too dark for you, they blend very sheer. If you're dark, the light ones might not show up so well on you. They are buildable, but to a point. So like, I didn't feel like I could make Orgasm work for me. However, it does work great on my cousin, who's a few shades lighter than me. So I just wanted to mention really quick how sheer they are, how blendable they are, that they're cream to powder formula. And okay, so when you're looking at my hand, we have Luxor, Palm Beach, South Beach, and Portofino. Those are my multiples. And they describe, okay, so this was iridescent pearly pink. This one is described as a rich bronze. I mean, this is like the bronze goddess color. I love this. I'm not kidding. If you're medium, you should swatch this in the store. I really love this as a cream product. It blends out beautifully. They all blend out beautifully. This next one, South Beach, is described as a shimmering apricot. And I think all the descriptions of these, again, are just right on point. Portofino is described as shimmering coral. This would look really beautiful layered under that coral blush I showed you earlier, Torrid. So, there you go. Those are my multiples. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching and for indulging and, you know, learning about all these lovely products with me. I really, really loved making this video because it was kind of a nice way to like organize my thoughts, you know, review my collection, and kind of even reflect myself on what I use things for. So I hope that this video was helpful to you in some way. Please don't forget to subscribe if you liked it. Thumbs up this video if you like overviews, and I hope you're all having a wonderful day and you continue to have many wonderful days. I never know how to end these videos. I could just yammer on forever and wish you guys like a bunch of good things, and that's kind of where I'm at. So yeah.